Well, hello there, impatient people. Let me see. I got this, and I can make this a little bit bigger for you. There we go. And we are gonna play the Miskatonic. Let me see. This is a little bit too loud compared to my voice, I would think. It's a little bit in the region of Rakuyan. But yeah, there we go. So, how's it going? Thank you, Shiny, for the raid. Wait, why is... Eh? Why is Zangief damaged? I'm... Eh? No, anyways. Well, Kale. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, I totally failed. I absolutely do agree. But we are gonna get started. Don't worry. The Miskatonic game I know very little about, but I love the music. So I did not feel all too guilty in letting you wait, because it's actually really... it's really calming me down. But yeah, I wanted to play something special, something that not everyone else plays. It's not aligning fully, because, you know, it is still not a full screen game. But yeah, you can probably deal with it. Marie Peanut Butter. Bonjour, wee childrens. My name is Marie Peanut Butter. So yeah, you know this is a horrible, horrible, scary game. Yeah, this is exactly what Jimbo says. We just host ourselves back and forth each time. On our end, we are missing a lot. I think we would. Oh, did you actually? Oh, okay, interesting. There you go. Thank you for letting me know. Instead of Sand Monster, yes. I have no idea what this game is really about, but I judge from what I've seen to be very much in the I'm a wimp, but I do want to play a little bit something in the region of it. So I actually thought this was looking fine. I had another game that I was thinking about, but it is more of a story-driven game, and not so much on the horror end, or well, on the occult. So I wanted to keep another story game for another time when we can normally play it. And by the way, hey John, it's weird the fact that I reached the stream so soon. Is it now? But hey, welcome back. Also, why is Sanganif so damaged? Anyways, since head of the occult science at the Miskatonic University. Ours is the most prestigious institution of dark magic, the occult, and all the strange ghoulies that live in the peripheral vision. I'm here today to tell you a story about a little girl that ruined everything. But ruining everything gives you the opportunities to make everything better. Wee wee. I like her head horns, like an extra hand that you need for gestures. What's that? You ask why I have a giant hand sticking out of my head? Well, that is because I'm French. You know, I always said it, the French are weird. Yeah, no, this is exactly how we Germans are seeing them. Like, why are you guys not freaked out by this? Typical French. It is a thing we have, so no funny business, we. You'll learn about the strange things people are afflicted with throughout the story. After this, you will think my handhead is cute and adorable, as you should. I already think that. Yeah, and you have your head sticking out of your head. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no. See, that's like all of them. But first, let me describe to you the state of the world prior to the witch girl that ruined everything. Do not fret, you probably know this already, oui? So, you are aware of the giant aliens that we call gods, and the cultists that worship them, no? Then let me tell you. Some worship Cthulhu, the giant man-octopus dragon thing. His cults teach eternal patience, waiting for Cthulhu to come back to them so he can destroy the world. Rude. Some worship Yog-Sothoth, the outer-dimensional god of knowledge. These smarty brains try to build portals to let him come here, but that would destroy the world too. Not so smarty. Most humans, like our witch girl, worship Shub-Niggurath, known as the All-Mother. Even cultists for other gods will pray to Shub-Niggurath at the end of their spells and rituals. That is because, god damn it, Shub-Niggurath is the goddess of humanity. Her cults preach love and compassion among everyone. Very lovely, we. But, like our witch girl, some can be blinded by the desire for harmony. There are some that would take advantage of the naive notion that all humans are loving and good. Not so lovely. Okay, so, you know gods now, we? So let's talk a small bit about the humans of the world. Some countries have been more affected than others by the strange happenings of the universe. For example, in Canada. Ah, god damn it. Yes, of course the French invaded Canada. No, as I know the French, they are not gonna skip over the sacrifices. Nope. Beheadings all day. Yetis. Thousands of them. Yeah, as you know, Canadians. But the Canadians are well prepared. Yeti invasions are considered a national pastime. Bring the family, we'll shoot some Yetis. This is what us French call an English person. Note the sharp teeth, purple blush, the big ugly face. Yeah, no, that's the English. Yeah, no, absolutely. I did not think that I would play a completely racist game tonight, but I guess we got it. Just don't say anything about the Germans. A couple decades ago, it was discovered that a huge percentage of the English nobility were actually cannibals, breeding humans in underground caves like livestock. Everyone in England went crazy when it was found out, so now they are all cannibals too. Like I said, just as you know them. Apparently the Scottish just found it hilarious. This is also my boyfriend, so no touching his ugly face, we? Don't worry. These little fellas are called Australians. When the Shoggoths left Antarctica, they came across a big island filled with lovely delicious humans. But these humans didn't want to be devoured, and even when half dissolved in the Shoggoth belly, the humans would punch and kick and smash bottles inside them, making the Shoggoth very uncomfortable. So instead of trying to eat them, the Shoggoth formed a cute little symbiotic relationship with the Australians, granting them immortality in exchange for less punching. So the little Shanes and Sheilas can happily booze and barbecue away for all eternity. This is called an American. Not a silly haircut and gigantic bum. Specifically, this is the American that our story revolves around. The little witch girl that ruined everything. How can you tell she's a witch? Why, there are many clues. Example, the pasty skin, the symptom of spending her days asleep and her nights dancing naked in the rain with her coven to conjure strange hexes. Also, the little black choker thing. It's the closest thing to a uniform they get. That is exactly right, and I fucking love chokers. Also, she doesn't wash. Well, I mean, that's mostly American. Her eyes are anime. Like, pretty sure she's an anime character. I'm pretty sure everyone is an anime character. Are you gonna make me look like a dumbass in the story? Oh, Charlotte Lestrange. Are you gonna make me look like a dumbass in the story? Cause it was only like 20% my fault. Our story begins with our smelly dumbass being briefed at the university's secret protocols after just being hired as a security guard for the occult science building. But on her first assignment she discovers that all is not as it seems at the prestigious school. Thanks. Nutsack. Oh, hey Bob. Looking ominous as ever. Now, Miss Lestrange, you understand that as a security agent, your off-site assignments are to be kept in the strictest confidence, even from other members of faculty, and especially the students. Huh? You also understand that as security agent, you'll be in very real danger, both from physical harm and mental corruption. You understand that your body is subject to mutation at any point during your employment and residence in Arkham. Rad! And finally you understand that, as a University of Occult Science, you are obliged to assist us with a research regarding your supposed magic eyes, and failure to comply will result in your immediate dismissal. Sure. Well then, Miss Lestrange. Welcome to the Miskatonic University. Looks like the typical CEO. Awesome! Johnny Legras. You must be the new security guard, Charlotte, right? Yep, that's me. Great, I'm Johnny, head of the internal security. I'll be giving you a tour in the building you'll be patrolling. Then I'll show you to your quarters. Ready to go? Sure. Well, you'll be working here and the occult... What happened? Oh, Dominic. Well, Dominic got the 6 months as well now. Boy. Well, and what a 6 months it has been. Thank you very much, Dominic. Wait, damn it. I wished I wouldn't have. God damn it, you're too early. You're not supposed to subscribe yet. You had another week left. God damn it. I have not gotten my tier 2 emote yet. Your sister almost killed me. As it is supposed to go. Wait, Shiny has a sister now? Which right? Have you been dabbled in any occult science? Well, I'm pretty good at the occult stuff, though mostly I use it for errands and favors for folks. Plus a few hexes, curses, blights, just to keep up the witchy appearance. Blood into jam, bones into sponge cake, cat into mush. Phallus into tiny screaming vestigial face. Normal stuff. Well, we do things a little different here, this way. Awesome. Awesome. So, Dominic, how was your day? Was it as awesome as this? My colony is full of house now. Don't like Lodan. As you know him. Do I even have a character? I think I have no character, right? Well, I'm already, getting mistreated by James. Being kept in the research room forever until the end of time. And then probably getting abandoned. Well, as long as my research room is also a sex dungeon, I have no problem with it, really. And this is the Ethereum, where our students can perform experiments on the Necromanticon. The creature acts as a shield to the outside world, keeping any experiments sterile and quarantining any unexpected summonings. Hi. Hello. We didn't know it could do that. Did you try talking to him? You are gonna provide some much needed common sense around here, Charlotte. This building also houses the Corporeum, a surgical theater where our students can perform vivisections and autopsies of otherworldly creatures. Speaking of which, this is Eddie, one of our monster hunters. Thanks to him, our Corporeum... Oh, goddammit, I will struggle with this all the time. Corporeum professors have been able to gather more information on living horrors than any other time in university history. Crazy Eddie. The trick is to figure out where its face is and then commence repeated punching. Who's the new girl? Can I commit to repeated punching with her? Seems shady. Everyone in here seems shady. And pick one. Okay. But research rooms make the best sex dungeons. I would think so as well. But James doesn't let me. He's always like, no, work. This is all work, no business, all work. Well, as you know him as an employer. That is why you don't want James as your employer. Like, no, you can't end it. You have only worked 60 hours these last 5 days. This is Charlotte Lestrange, a witch from the Chesan Cook Cavan. She'll be working security for this building. Hi. Looking after us rascals, eh? Well, just give me a clip round the back of the head if you see me slacking off, and I'll be back to work, eh, big stuff? I've been known to whip some ass with my big muscles. There you go. Come round the chop shop. You wanna see what me and the lads wrangled up the other day? You witches like nightmares, right? Sure. Well, the fun ones anyways. Like when your teeth fall out and you smooth them off with sandpaper to make a lovely necklace. Or when you're running down a corridor in slow motion with a bunch of hands coming out of the carpet and grabbing your ankles, and you finally stop to ask them what they want, and it turns out your shoelaces were untied and they were just super concerned for your safety. Or when you're at school and you stand in a class, but you forgot your pants and you're embarrassed, but everyone compliments your butt. That is exactly what happened to me very often in school. Well, you're a bloody weird one, Charlotte. So you'll fit right in. Don't let my sister catch wind of you. She won't leave you alone. You're telling stories like that. Ah, and here's our curator of the Corporeum, Miss Marie Peanut Butter. She used to be a void shaman from Paris before coming to work with us. As fun as satisfying the void is, my true passion lies in discovering how things work, oui? At least when they are dead. Groovy, what's a void shaman? You know those dark thoughts you have sometimes, for seemingly no reasons? The ones that tell you to jump when at the edge of a cliff, or rob the bank when cashing a paycheck, or dropkick a grandma through a stained glass church window at a funeral. Oh yeah, I get those all the time. Well, those are not your thoughts. A few hundred years ago, a French aristocrat's way of life was so decadent and whim-filled, their unbridled sauciness only went and summoned a bloody hedonism god. Damn things lived under the Paris catacombs. That is actually a place that I really want to visit. The French catacombs. Like, you know, from the war times where they stacked up like 30,000 skulls down there. I actually really want to visit that because I read a book about it once, and it was just, you know, like with vampires living back down there and you know, making their way around the catacombs. It was just so nice. Although I have to say that's a very, very cruel way of dying, I think. It happens time and time again. You're not allowed to go up there without a group and someone that knows their way around. But it happens from time to time again that people will down there and then they won't find out because it's fucking dark. They don't know where to go. And then they just die. Well, they are basically freezing, starving, and getting sick at the same time. And all of that in complete darkness. So, yeah, it's probably kind of a gruesome death. But yeah, I want to visit that sometimes. Not for dying. Oh, by the way, James, hello. I did not see you before. I wasn't aware that you were actually, that you actually came over. Not counting Cookie as automate. Can I dance naked with the children? Wait, does RimWorld actually have children? Starving while sick in the dark. How romantic! Yes, I would definitely take my date down there. No, there is actually they do have a nightclub down there somewhere. Like it is not that you actually have to go through all of that, but you know how they build club like igloo clubs and such stuff, and they also have one down there which is a you know, just basically one way where you can go in and out. Okay, and it actually looked pretty good, I have to say. But yeah, when I'm in Paris, Shiny, why did you not make your way down there? You had the perfect opportunity. Man, oh man, you did not culture yourself at all. Like you were like all like, oh, I want to see the Paris Tower and like all of the beautiful stuff. I would be there like, God damn it, I want to see the skulls of dead people. In the cold, stinking darkness. Yeah, well, I would have only led you to your death. Eating dinner and handing out candy. But I'm around. You mean you hand out candy to you and your wife? How was her birthday? What did you end up doing? Well, communicates telepathically with people all over the world, urging them to give in to their darkest whims. The French get it the worst, of course, so these are shamans take it upon themselves to do the dark deeds, so the rest of France doesn't have to. Must be a right giggle. I like that. My last act as a shaman before coming here, I took my clothes off, covered myself in lemon cake and green food coloring, and terrorized a local village as a delicious swamp monster. I quite enjoyed that one. I mean, that sounds like a normal Saturday for me. Probably lemon cake. No, what pie? Well, shall we press on with the tour? Sure, bye you guys. So, not to be rude, but judging from the bandaged up arms and the sick eye scar and the terror lines in your hair, I'm getting the impression that security work here is, you know, a little dangerous. Oh no, not for you at least. The Occult Science building is probably the safest on campus. Oh. Because if something went wrong in this building, we'd all be too dead to notice. Don't listen to her. She's just a little jealous that the new girl gets the cushy gig, while she's stuck with the math department. What happens in the math department? What doesn't happen in the math department? Yes, the real horrors actually come with the math department. I absolutely do agree. I actually wanted to play a certain something game which actually would have math in it, but I thought it was too scary. Because, you know, math is just scaring the shit out of me. She was ill and wanted a quiet evening at home. You don't know his wife. Some people need a big party and a big festival. For me, it would be great. Okay. Well, hope she's getting better soon. What doesn't happen in the math department? There's nothing so cold, so unforgiving, so dark as mathematicians. The universe is naught but an equation. They shriek behind their burned hair and sludge-tainted cardigens. One that can be solved. But how do you solve the equation of a dozen screaming children being ingested by a black swirling chasm of teeth, and clawed hands opened at the far end of the classroom by one of the damnable equations? Damn you, young Henry. Carry that damn too. Yes, that is exactly. I love this game already. I literally loved this game from the first moment I heard the music, but it is exactly what I wished for. Oh, I did buy Oreos today. I actually have Oreos around. So let's carry on with the tour. Next up is the library. Awesome. Each building hosts a small library dedicated to researching and documenting the subject that the building students are studying. Here in the Occult Science building, we keep an original copy of the Necromanticon, as well as translated copies for our foreign exchange students. That's a lot of knowledge. Ah, and here's our librarian, Charlotte. Meet Miss Emily Sakharin. Hulu Blue! Hi, I love your mask. I didn't know you guys had a Sagoth here. A Shoggoth. And a tame one too. Oh, Emily isn't a Shoggoth. She just had a small accident with the Necronomicon a while ago. Ended up like this. But our occult scientists learned an awful lot what happens with these tombs of black knowledge when you spill your soy Nobib ice cream caramel macchiato 2 shots hazelnut in them. Huh. Sure looks a shock of purple, gooey, moderately adorable with a hint of terrifying. Well, that's the Necronomicon for you. It's funny, spilling a non-fat frappuccino with extra whipped cream and chocolate sauce just turns you into a puddle of loose bones and blood. That is literally why I don't actually get coffee from Starbucks. Because when they ask me about this dark knowledge that you need to actually order a normal coffee in their shop, I'm afraid that I'm just getting executed on the spot. When I'm like, I don't. What does any of those words mean? Like I'm gonna be held down and chopped into pieces. So yeah, that's why I'm not actually going to Starbucks. Still, hasn't stopped Emily from performing her duties. Hey, Emily. Shall we press on? Okay, nice to meet you, Emily. Charlotte, this is Lizzie of Dunwich, our Yog-Sothoth consultant. I'm having an easier time speaking this than consultant. Also, I have to say the font is a little bit weird for me. She's taught us quite a lot about the outer dimension during her time here, Lizzie. Charlotte's a new security witch. Yeah. Are you the sort of witch that does the naked in the rain? Or the sort of witch that does lucky charms and the big hats? The rain kind. You and me are gonna get along, yes. So, like, how come I can't... What are you? I'm a Lizzie. What are you? No, I mean, what do you look like why do you look like a shadow? Or like part of my eyeball has stopped working. It's 'cause humans can't see, 'cause they're all afraid of me and my sister's appearances. Everything else can see me. That's why doggies and all tuck tails whenever I go near 'em. Lizzie is an example of a mental phenomenon found only in humans, known as cerebral voiding. It's a trick by the brain to preserve the sanity of its carrier. When the person comes across sights too horrible to comprehend, their brain refuses to render it, instead showing a black silhouette in place of the sight itself. That is such a cop-out. But I do love it. Essentially, instead of Lizzie's insanity-inducing true form, your brain is protecting you by showing you a shadow instead. But I saw that interview no problem. The guy whose face is just teeth and gums, and the girl with the hand sticking out of her head, and Emily the librarian. Yep, Lizzie and her Dunwichian sisters are in a league of their own when it comes to horrific appearances. We sent a lot of students to the asylum trying to figure her out. That is awesome! Ish. Here's our head of catering, Mrs. Roth. She can cook anything with 3 or more legs. Yum, hi! Oh, look at the witches! All skins and bones. You just let one of my little gremlins know what fills your tum and I'll whip it right up. Nutty Annie. What's the humanitarian dish for today? Day from accounting, my dearest. Oh, pork sandwiches. Lummy lummy yum. We employ a small staff of cannibals from England, Eddie of the Corporium and Annie of being 2 of them. They only eat fresh accidental deaths, with a family consent. Usually. Oh, I get it. Humanitarian. Ah, it's funny. Well, once you are done with Johnny's little tour, let me know and I'll make you breakfast. You're making her into breakfast? Let me have an arse portion. We'll make steak and kidney pie, big old witch rump. It ain't eating no rump steak, Annie. Your little hoardy's got poor old Dave. Oh, come on. At least let me have your ugly feet, eh? Nice and lean, covered in flavor, and entirely useless. Look at them, all the way down there. I'm done with them. Great, let me get a little appetizer, eh? A little lick between the toesies, or pre-bunch snacklet, how about it? I love this. Don't encourage her, dear. She'll be crawling all over me till your feet fall off. My bad. Speaking of cannibals... Mindy in the morning. I feel like this is a reference to something. Good morning, Miss Catonic. It's your favorite morning announcer, Mindy in the morning, bringing you all a Miskatonic morning announcements as and when I see fit. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon, so let's get started. Those of you students that have volunteered for the submerged necromantic mutation testing that has unfortunately been called off by Professor Baxter on the grounds that the school's swimming pool is now alive, lunch today will be turgid and depressing. And would the owner of a white child please report to the reception office? It is currently being towed. What was that? That's Mindy, the morning announcer. Does she do that a lot? Perpetually. You seem pretty comfortable around this stuff, Charlotte. Oh, I grew up in Maine. Not as many mutated folks, but they make up for it with all the goofy supernatural happenings. Hey, Johnny. There's been looking for you. Thanks, Jason. Come on, Charlotte. I gotta make a quick stop off. What happened to her? Oh, that's Jason. One of our portal diver teams. They usually work out of Dunwich, coming back to the writer reports on their expeditions. When they come back, of course. So let me make a quick stop and I'll show you to your room. Johnny. So, this is the strange girl, the crumbler, the ruiner. Wow, look at this guy. I like how the cold melts into the floor. Yep, this is her, Charlotte. This is Dr. Thirst Valentine, the head of occult science and the discoverer of residual evil. His work taught the university about the lingering nature of documenting malicious entities. Essentially, he figured out why seemingly innocuous writings can summon horrific creatures or cast terrible curses. Yeah, it is why the books bleed. That's cool. I had a book that kept growing teeth and screaming and whatnot. It was my diary, though. So, Shiny, so when you write into your diary, giving it your deepest, darkest secrets, does it keep screaming as well? Also, do you write in your own blood? Completely unrelated to anything. Yes, donations are accepted again today. The last time you did this was strawberries and cream question. Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure that this is exactly what Americans are like. This one isn't fun. Which one isn't fun? Oh, the question? Sure. Excellent. I shall inform my colleagues of your arrival. We will merrily indulge in the popping corn. Ta-ta. I like him. You know, you have come highly recommended, Charlotte. Oh yeah? By who? Charlotte! Charming Fletcher. I can't believe they finally hired my tiny baby monster. I like the eyes as well. And we'll see again the god penis soon. How in the blue fuck does someone get their Discord hacked when they're the only one in there? Oh wait, do you mean your own Discord or? Yeah, no, the god penis. No, that's no fun. I don't know. What is the problem? What seems to be the problem? Most likely. Most likely something like that. I don't even remember. Wait. Did you have to have a password for Discord? I just like... No, because Discord opens by itself. I will never find it again. I'll have no idea how to get back into my Discord. Ramen, what are you doing here? Got me some gainful employment. Oh, teaching kids about old school dark magic. None of this occult science in my class. What have they got you teaching? Oh, you know, I'm in security. Keeping folks safe, wandering the hallways swinging a comically large keychain, bopping folks in the head with a flashlight, top secret missions, stuff like that. Pretty on point hiring selection, if you ask me. Yeah, safety. That's definitely a keyword when I think of Charlotte Lestrange and her magic eyeballs. Hey, those cats turned inside out of their own. Hate Discord. Like, I literally got no idea, but yeah, I mean, it has a password like anything else, so, want me to have my own Discord? You're always welcome to live in my Discord. Yeah, but what is the problem? Like, what are you actually seeing? Or did you make yourself not admin of your channel, so you can't access anything anymore? Yeah, I mean, it would make sense normally, but then again, you see how many people I have in my Discord and how lively it is, so you know, maybe it is a little bit much stress. I sneezed. Here she comes. Well, speaking of cosmic abominations, I gotta go teach a bunch of 18-year-olds how to turn blood into peanut butter by dancing in the rain. You're gonna love it here, Charlotte. The Miskatonic's just one big like-minded community, all working towards making the world a better place, just like our Kavan. Come find me when you got some time off. Wait, there was nothing cosmic about them. I feel like there's some disregard for there and there. Nothing anymore. I locked it down for now. It's just filled with the N-word. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's probably good just to make another one. You know, just open another one. I mean, not a Discord for yourself, but you know, yeah, interesting. No, I've heard something like that happening to other people, but you needed to. No, I feel like I've heard this from other people as well, that there are spam bots like that. So it might be that just a spam bot came over your, came across your account. Interesting. Well, nothing cosmic about them. Roaming, they were just cats with their bones on the outside. They got better. Exactly. So you two are some kind of cult? Sort of. We are witch cultists of Shab-Niggurath. Essentially, we believe that since the university is filled with crazy, awful bullshit, that humans should be nice and loving to each other. Some of us, like the cult of the Black Sun, have these awesome bake sales of the neighborhoods, whereas others, like the cult of the Loveliness, hunt and slaughter encroaching monsters to protect their hometowns. We are sort of like Goth Girl Scouts. Oh god. Can you... Oh my god. A whole bunch of Goth Girl Scouts. So much teen angst. So much insecurity. Yeah, mine needs I don't have that in, but mine needs an email address for the Discord. You can put it in the security measures. What about you, witches? We take all our clothes off and dance in the rain. So, yeah, no, that is also something that I would feel safer with. Typical witchy stuff. But we use black magic to do nice things for the townsfolk. Body snatching breech birth babies to make them crawl out of their mom. Summoning fixer pixies when a guy's leg falls off. Using transmutation circles as portals for when the trash collectors want a week off. Stuff like that. Wait a minute. The cult of the Black Sun do bake sales? And the cult of the Loveliness are monster hunters? What? Does the cult of... the cult of kill, murder, death, plant gardens or something? Oh, you mean the cult of fetid retribution? Oh no. Those guys deliver meals to old ladies. And what was about the magic eyes? Oh, don't worry about that. I just do this. Good. And sometimes weird stuff happens in people's minds. Usually they forget something, or get an eye twitch. Long as I don't use it on little animals, it's pretty harmless. Yeah, my hamster just died. she is not wrong. I do agree. Doesn't have to be anything intense. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I made mine. Pretty basic. Yep. Okay, so let's keep going. This is your room. A little tight, but the lunch ladies bring us security guys breakfast every day. I'll let you get settled, and you can explore your patrol route until Bob gives you the first assignment. It's perfect. Thanks, Johnny. Okay, I better get familiarize myself with the patrol route. Hello again. It's time for a quick tutorial, You're about to enter what's called Patrol Mode, wherein you're allowed to freely investigate the occult science building. Use your mouse to click characters to initiate conversations, or doorways to move to other places in the building. Charlotte's patrol will always start here, outside of her room. And if you want to save the game, hit the little cog in the bottom right of the screen. Give it a try. And don't forget to visit me at the Corporeum. Stuff dominatories. Please report all breakages, spillage, corpses, interdimensional tears, and unattended viscera to a member of janitorial staff. They are appropriately trained in sanitation, body disposal, quantum physics, and mild voodoo. Nico Day. There's too many characters for voices. And yes, it is so nice. Although we are just now in the tutorial, I feel like there is a lot of prelude. No, but I'm very happy I found this, because I mean the humor is just mine, and I didn't want something super scary for this, because that's just not my game. So we're just giving the feeling of it. You're the new security girl, right? I'm Nick Day, archivist of the Occult Science Building. Feel free to tell me your deepest and darkest. Okay, I left school. Wait, deepest and darkest? Nothing. When I was 9 to become a witch, and quietly hope that schools don't teach people anything important past that. Interesting. And they do, by the way, quite a bit. Oh, well, shit. Roger Cavendish. Oh, don't listen to him. If you can count and spell, everything else is optional. Roger Cavendish, Chief Medical Officer. And what does that tell you? You can do more than count and spell, right, Doctor? Well, a few things. Bringing people back from the brink of a terrible Baphomethic death, creating vaccines for supernatural diseases. Have you ever seen a prosthetic tentacle? Yes, he's the best doctor. Also for when you're not sick. You can get checked out by the doctor anytime. Even outside of the normal patient's hours. Don't get him started on his damn prosthetic tentacle. Any more little nuggets of secrecy, Charlotte? Okay, here's a fine one. People think that I cock my hips all the time because it's a Shop Nigurath witch coven thing, when really it's because I'm secretly proud of my butt. It's a good butt. Is it now? It's a good butt, I do agree. Rest of me sucks, but it's a goddamn good butt. Of course, Nutty Annie's here. On behalf of all cannibals, thank you for sharing it with the world. You're welcome. God damn it, no cannibals have ever actually told me, thank you for sharing your butt with us. I don't know why. Ramin Fletcher. So I'm subbing a class for one of the astronomy guys, right? And substituting means it's time to watch a documentary in the lecture hall. And everyone's watching this thing, and it's like the closest star to our solar system is about 4.5 light years away, and you thought you felt lonely. And I'm like, why would you assume that? Why assume that about literally every person who watches this thing? I grew up in a cabin surrounded by spell-slinging psycho bitches, and now I work in a university. I salivate at the concept of loneliness. I guess if they say that in the nature documentaries too, trying to make weird animals relatable. Yeah. And you thought you sprayed, pungent urine at attacking predators. And you thought you had a projectile tongue that was sticky end so you could catch cute bugs. And you thought you had a four-headed penis. What the F has a forehead? Wait, F? What? This is where the censorship begins? What the fuck has a four-headed penis? Echidnas. My favorite animals. Well, and a four-cheeked butt. Well done, Dominic. Well done. Yeah, four-headed penis, four-cheeked butt. It's the perfect ultimate life form. Here we go, my first elite spacesuit done. Great. Oh wait, in RimWorld. Maybe girl echidnas are into the whole eldritch horror kink. Guy echidnas gotta step their game up and turn their peens into horrific nightmares. I have no argument for this. Oh god, what are you? It's the new security. Annika Silverstein, alien technology. Carla Borkenshaw, pun enthusiast. Charlotte Lestrange, badass witch cop. So, what happened to the last security guy? Are they on sick retirement adventures? Last I heard he landed in Aruba, then the rest of him landed in Cancun. Yes, quite tragic. Entire occult science building exploded, leaving only a crater, oddly filled with, indentations of the faces of the workers and students who were in there. Please. That was before our time, of course. Since we are alive and whatnot. Huh? But there's, like, protections from what that happening again, right? Oh yeah, they put a sneeze guard in. Exactly. Right. Well. Good. Treat the fellas. Arkham Anti-Mutations Lotion. Keep him flawless. Did you know, before it was completely abandoned, Innsmouth desperately tried to become a tourism town? Tried to focus on aquatic circuses, gift shops, and freak shows featuring leftover deep ones. I happened to be named Most Attractive Deep One Hybrid every weekly beauty contest. Huh, you don't look like a deep one. That's probably why I kept winning. Okay, take off. With propylene metamphotemal. What? Okay, we are. No, actually. Hey, Nutty Andy. Hello, Spooky. How's your feet? Why the fascination with my feet, Annie? Surely the juiciest stuff for cannibals is like the brain or whatever. Oh, no. Can't eat brains, my lovey. Eating brains gives me the shiggles. Shiggles? What's the shiggles? Shits and giggles, an English disease. Make you shiver and laugh uncontrollably while you lose control of your body. Then you die. Ask Wayward Spice about it. Had a friend who had it back home. Significantly less hilarious than it sounds. That sucks, man. Yep. And now I'm all inconsolable, and and the only way to cheer me up is to give me a bite of your giant bum. Damn it, Annie, you almost had me feeling like you weren't a complete ass. I won't need the complete ass, just half the cheek at most. Okay, that was pretty clever. I'm here all week. Oh god. Okay, fine. Let's get going. Davis Tilling. All my classes are at 7 a.m. Got any ideas for a book that will help me wake up in the morning? Simon Longfellow. You'll want Internalized Zombification and the Necrology Ale. All the benefits of being a zombie without the drawbacks of looking like a corpse. Though your intestines will occasionally fall out of your butthole. Huh, they must have a book for everything. Yeah, don't you know it, when your intestines fall out of your butthole and you just leave a trail of like, ah, god, yes, one kidney, liver, another kidney, I don't know. It's just, it happens sometimes, but at least I don't have the shits and giggles. That you can wake up in the morning. Or stay awake forever. Thorough takeover. Jesus, James. Well, tonight it is actually very appreciated. Thank you very much, James. Holy shit. And Shiny, welcome back as Stream Boss. Waku! And right over her face. I like that. No, don't jump in her face. Thank you guys very much. I'm actually, like this game would just need a little bit of music to it, I think. That would just make it perfect. A little bit of fitting music like that. But thank you very much, James. Yeah, no, something like that. Like they have this kind of atmospherical background noise, but like it is fine, but it is missing a little bit of the atmosphere, I feel like. Actually, I could, if you guys actually have any kind of music that would be fitting for this, you could actually put in song requests, I think. I think we should be fine with this. Like, this game is not taking much of my laptop's CPU anyways, and it is not like it is barely connected over the internet anyways, so it's not receiving huge datas or data packages, so we should be fine if you have any YouTube songs or whatever. I can turn that on. This game is awesome. I actually really like it, yes. Like it is very long-winded, I feel like, and I would like a little bit of, like, I actually hope that there's going to be some kind of animation to it as well, or, well, if not animations, then at least bigger pictures and something, but yeah, like the dialogue so far and the actual theme of it is really interesting. Yeah, I've actually found recently like 13 episodes of metal music ballads that like each 1 hour long or over 1 hour long, 2 hours long, and each of those with different artists. So I have a huge list of songs that I actually listen to at the moment. He's a pirate. Though I take coffee over scooping intestines back into my butthole. Maybe that's just me. It's close. It's close, I feel like. Pooping out your intestines, but, no coffee, or coffee and taking coffee poops. Amelia Lynn Luciet. A fun trick of the black magic users of the old days was to write how-to spellbooks that, simply by reading them, would cast the curse that the reader was trying to learn on the reader themselves. Fiendish but funny, according to them. What happened to your eye holes? How to throw ethereal fire directly into somebody's eyes. Luckily, it was just a Cliff Notes version. I like it. Hey Emily, do you guys have any books on advanced witchcraft? I want to keep fresh while I'm here. I'll take that as an of course we do, Charlotte. Have you seen the size of this goddamn library? We got books that ain't even been written yet. Yo! The Science of Rain Dancing by Professor Anna Undercarriage. Guess maybe I'll fit in here a little better than I thought. I've been doing science all this time. So that's what I was doing. When I was dancing naked in the rain for the children. I was doing science class. Why am I not a teacher yet? See, they just dragged me off the street and were like, you can't do that. You're gonna go to jail. You perv. Like, it's... and all the while they should have actually gone like, well, come here, sir. We'll gladly make a position for you as our new afternoon teacher. Well, look at, I'm buying this game. It's only $4. That's exactly what I bought it a little bit ago, but yeah, I'm very happy. Like, sometimes it actually pays off that I put a lot of time into actually finding new good games, and that I'm browsing, like I'm actually putting some time into this, that I don't have to play all the games that other people are playing, and what everyone is seeing. So, sometimes it actually really pays off. Like it did with Rakuen as well, but Rakuen was kind of given to me. So it was already on a list of like 60 games, and I just searched it out. But yeah, the last one I found was basically Pony Island, I think, which I was just really, and well, The Novelist was also pretty nice. Much like electricity, the human body acts as a conductor of magical energy intrinsic in the air of regions of high concentration. The effect is exacerbated with wet skin. Sorry, my brain just... having a goth girl scout witch cavern dancing naked in the rain just shut down my brain. Wet skin, leading to many witches' cults dancing naked in the rain in order to conjure spells effectively. Indeed, it seems paranormal encounters seem more frequent when it's raining, or in regions of the world where rain is frequent. The witch cultists see, that is why I told you to actually ask Wayward Spice about dancing naked in the rain, and the shits and giggles, and eating humans, and pooping out their intestines. Yeah, she'll have answers to all of those. Just ask her the next time. Yes, like, exactly. Well, if this was a Japanese game, then there would already have been a character that would have actually gotten it. Rain is frequent. The witch cultists of Seattle. The witch cults of Seattle and Scotland are considered incredibly powerful and fearsome, though this is simply due to their geographical advantage. Well, Shiny, post it in the Discord for me, or send me a PM of you dancing naked in the rain, conjuring up dark and evil. Yeah, now you know exactly why I have totally figured it out. Yes, sure, she is there for a job because that was her dream. Yeah. No, yeah, no. Send me. You can send me your naked shower videos anytime. Don't worry. I'll watch them and give you your performance notes because as it happens, I have been a long-standing jury member of the International um, Olympics Committee of Naked Dancing. Uh, thank you. Yes. Finally, someone that actually see that would probably be the most active my Discord would ever be. We are in a which university as a security guard? That's the story. Powerful and fearsome, though this is simply due to the geographical advantage. Would they to be taken away from their home delusions, they would be simply as effective as new weather permits them to be. Huh, sick burn! Hello, Wobbly. What you reading? Nothing, just some stuff about witches. You wouldn't get it. Nah, probably not. That stuff's too cool and magical for a dumb old cannibal like Annie. No place for an ugly or purple blood like poor old dumb of old cannibal Annie. Poor dumb Annie. Well, hey, come on. I didn't mean it like that. Hey, next time it rains, I could teach you a few tricks. How about it? Get you a pet frog, give it a couple extra eyes. What you say? That sounds fun. But I can make a suggestion. Or can I make a suggestion? Sure, I guess. Rather than rain, can we dance around in buffalo sauce? I think I want a little sing when I bite your bum. Damn it, Annie, why don't you go bug someone else? 'Cause you're the only one that finds it funny. There's a difference between laughing at something because it's funny and laughing at something because it's ridiculous. Most folks run away from folks like me. They seem to take threats of being devoured quite seriously. Oh god, oh god, I can already, ooh. Yeah, I already rated 10 out of 10. I can already see the fan fiction of them. Look at how they're looking at each other. And there's nothing I'd like more than watching you run away, Charlotte. You beat me to it. Yeah. See you around, Annie. See you around, Annie. Militia Belial. So, what's with the puppets? Mimi Rusk. We help her talk with unfamiliar people on unfamiliar subjects. One must become more familiar with us in order to become more familiar with them. Spent a little too long in the psychology department, huh? I feared researching all them dark psychiatrics can rub off on people. And you spend a little too long in engineering to not know when someone's pulling your leg. So working and studying in certain buildings has a residual effect. I wonder what effect working in the occult science building has on witches. I hope I don't start taking a shelf book to my current dance rituals. No one wants to know the angle of rotation on one of my sick freeballing pirouettes. Oh, hey there. Hey Lizzie, what you got there? Grilly cheese. It's the best human invention. Everyone says so. Oh god. She's like my little Tizo in this game. Everyone. Like everyone in the university? Everyone in this dimension. The Migo, the Yithians, the Starspawn, Chthonians. When someone makes one of them the homeworld elbow things. One for them, the homeworld elder things. Even your goth likes one now and again. Really? Not like the internal combustion engine, not penicillin, the telephone, light bulbs, eyeglasses, great big trains, microscopes. Nah, we don't need any of that. So humanity, for all its achievements, all the love and loss, all the war, all the technology and innovation, all the art and culture, everything we have done, and we are considered by the rest of the universe as those guys that make a mean grilled cheese. Uh-huh. Oh god. See, this is exactly, you wonder, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of the existence of humanity? Like, what are we here for? What's the bigger meaning of it all? And then you find out it's literally just, well, the universe needed carrots and tulips, and we humans kind of produced those, so now they don't need it anymore, I guess. But yeah, James, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by again today. I'll be so happy next week when I actually have later shifts, so I can hang out in here more. Well, and I would really appreciate you hanging out more. So yeah, James, have a good one, man. Thanks for the biddies again. And yeah, I hope you're gonna do well. I hope waifu is getting better as well. So yeah, I'm gonna see you around, man. Have a good one. Yep, just a grilled cheese. Sleep. Think of grilled cheese. Think of the mean grilled cheese that you would feed an eldritch god from the ether if it's coming to get you. That always makes for pleasant dreams for me. I don't know how to feel about that. So hey, why do so many people have tentacles coming out of their back? Have you ever faced a necrotic explosion head on? No, can't say that I have. Neither has anyone else. First rule of necrotic explosion: turn away from the necrotic explosion. Well, I guess the first rule would be don't cause a goddamn necrotic explosion, but people can't seem to help breaking that one. Can you probably tell me from the lack of the extra limbs? Oh, you can probably tell from the lack of the extra limbs, but I have no idea what a buff or whatever actually is. That is the process of deliberately caving in an artificial portal through our dimension to stop extra-dimensional entities from getting out. It's a last resort, since usually there are teams of portal divers still inside, but hey. Better than the end of the world, huh? I guess. Hey, maybe you guys should try transmutation circles. That's what us witches use when we need to summon creepy stuff, and none of my coven have any weirdo tentacles. Wow. Oh my god. A whole bunch of goth Girl Scouts dancing naked in the rain, and they have tentacles. It's getting better each time. Probably trying to summon more grilled cheese. All you need is chalk, a little blood, some candles, and a complete disregard for pans. Yes, we have all been taught of the witch method. But the scientific method reduces the element of randomness, increases the size and duration of portals to allow for human entry, and best of all, you get to keep your clothes on. Wait, that's the worst part. So science is magic plus underwear, huh? Oh, can I go out there? Studying at the Miskatonic is a huge opportunity. There are so few monster hunters in my hometown. I think my job prospects in the future are pretty bright. Elric Satterfield. It does come with a few drawbacks though. You're not likely to finish your studies exactly the same species as you started. Well hey, at the very worst, I'm sure the place could always have us freaky ass teachers. Could use more freaky ass teachers, yes. Nah, I wanna know this. Nothing out there for me, just jurisdictions right there. My jurisdiction right there. Although patrolling the whole university would probably be good for the old leg muscles. Get all toughened up in case of any sick monster attacks. Can't stand lean steak myself. Much prepper a pressed ham. Stop trying to make me laugh, Annie. It ain't gonna work. Okay. Hello guys. Wait. L-Kreuzrung. So, what you reckon they're doing in there? Ben Carter. Oh god. Oh no, he has the three-eyed penis head cat. He has the three-eyed head penis cat. Oh god. Poking and prodding, same as always. Eventually they'll get bored and we'll be tasked with carting off the husk. If you told any tiny child, Albert, that in the future carrying corpses would be considered the easiest part of the day, I think he'd pitch in a fit. I would have thought the part between carrying the body and the corporeum and carrying it away would be the easiest part. Though I guess hanging out in the spooky ass alleyway can be a little exhausting too. Oh god. Just a small word of advice to the biology department. You can't just stick a dog and war veteran into a centrifuge and rejigger the mush into a living being. And everyone say hello to the world's very first werewolf. There's clearly a reason I'm not down there with you guys. Aside from, you know, the carnage it would cause. Okay. Michael Melanchal. Did you guys hear that? A goddamn werewolf. You guys want to check it out? Chip Connors. We're not done here, Mike. We've gotta get the incinerations going before we can knock off. Oh god, Deacon Boehm. Connors is right. Oh, first we burn whatever nightmare the corporeum working on. And then we can gawk at whatever nightmare the biology department working on. They got their own burners after all. I always thought you had to get bit by a werewolf to become a werewolf. Then again, why would any werewolf stop at one bite and not just eat whatever it was biting? Maybe that's why we don't have zombie plagues anymore. That is exactly right. Ew. Oh man, look at this sick awesome thing. Nah, that tough stuff is a colony of cuddle worms. Oh, I would like to cuddle with a worm, please. Fucked up emperor. Complete with a bloody spinal cord of the human host. They like to lay their eggs in city water pipes, and once consumed, they attach to the spinal columns of the hosts, eventually controlling their every move. Sort of like zombies, except, you know, a lot more screaming and begging for death, Very interesting species. That's a deceptively adorable name for the worst thing ever. I bet the boy's a tenner that I could yank the spine out of his poor sod's mouth. Turns out the worms form a rock-solid grip on the host's brain while they are piloting them. Fingers here is gonna give him a prod. See if she can if she can't get him to let go of the bugger's melon meat. Oh, here we go. Excuse me, I just had a dark thought encouraging that I slit my wrists. Taking off your trousers and play your bum like a bloody bongos. Probably better to use spare blood, eh? C'est la vie. Aw, big strong man helping out little lady sadistic madness. Cute. Ephelim. Essentially, you just need to maintain your resources, spending them on village and stat upgrades, but village upgrades give passive benefits to both villages, so you need to be careful that you are not helping the other team and their village. Oh god. Ezekiel Starite. See, that's where I went wrong with my first game. After I constructed our breeding pit, the outer village gained enough population resources to speed their building and foraging process. What the shit are they talking about? Nix fell hard. Oh, I liked it. See, I wanted hair. 3 friendly people. Damn it, Lodan. And himself. Good job, Lodan. Okay, John, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna see you around some other time. Have a good Halloween. So, after you have drawn from the encounter deck, if what you draw is a monster, pick them. Oh god, they are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Pick from the monster deck, so you can choose to fight or flee. If you fight, there's actually I saw this. There's actually a card game. Well, or there's you know, trading cards for this. Like not really a game, but there is actually trading cards in this. Fight or flee. If you fight, compare your player's card's ferocity stat with the monsters and add a d6 to both stats to determine whether you win or lose. If you want to flee, it's the same process with a liquidity stat. Once you have returned to the village board, you can add your successful foraging tokens to the village's stockpile. Whatever team successfully builds the village first wins, or whatever team's village runs out of the food, materials or population resources losses. Oh god. Magnus Carlsen. And do I have to go by my in-game name too? Couldn't hurt. They must be talking about some kind of board game. Never played one before. Not many places to put the board when you're off dancing in the woods with nothing but a smile on. And nowhere to keep the pieces. Well, I would guess women actually have a place where they could keep the pieces. Rena York. What's unique about our planet is that all the plants and animals share a universal language, or a sort of collective consciousness, guiding things like migratory patterns, blooming seasons, what is predator and what is prey, things like that. That is actually really true. I did see a science experiment where they put they split up plants, and then they actually wanted to see if plants can communicate over the air with one another. And they basically for one experiment they had them both standing beside each other, and even though they are completely disconnected, they would actually hurt the one plant with something, and then those plants would actually give signals that the other plants that were not actually hurt by whatever would actually close up and get to the safety themselves. And then they tried this with enclosed containers where they couldn't actually communicate with one another, and So even though they don't know what they have actually been transmitting, because they have not been going over spores, it was kind of like the other plants were seeing it. But then, kind of like not, because they couldn't actually see when they did have the glass containers over them. So yeah, there must be some kind of telecommunication between plants of the same kind, of the same mother part, even if they are broken off, that is not actually going over by spores, which I thought was pretty interesting. It also acts as a conduit of the emotions of organic life. A flower is plucked, the garden screams. A cow is slaughtered, the whole herd weeps. Humans seem to have lost the ability over the last 100,000 years, and those few that can hear it go mad by the knowledge of it. So kind of like the Malkavians. Just so you know, the planet is very upset with you humans. Sizel. Oh god, Sizel. Guess I'd better go apologize to my bagel. Oh man, I hope that ain't true. As a witch cultist of a love goddess, I should probably be spreading the love to everyone, not just humans. And I've eaten a whole lot of burgers. Hello again, how's it going? Can't complain. Oh god, Jessica Morgan. Oh god, she's tentacle hands. So you're the one who taught the Ethereum to talk, huh? I guess. But I think he already knew. Hi, I'm... Wait, let me figure it out. The places my tentacles are in tell me. Layer of grime over the extremities, so you are aware of the mutagenic atmosphere, and have applied a home remedy. So you are local to New England. But no real accompanying stench, other than that of dead flowers, so you're often with other people. Mild wobbling at the touch indicates a lack of exercise, and the very dirty boots means you are outside in the rain a lot. Judging by the short black skirt and choker, you're an active worshipper of Shab-Niggurath, the goddess of love and humanity. And combining the grime, wobbleness, smell and outfit, you must therefore be a member of the Chisencock witch coven. Wow, exactly. Although they were just observations. So, what's with the creepy tentacles? This is as close to a handshake as I get. Oh well. Enchante. So, what's your deal? Oh, I'm Jessica Morgan. I'm the record keeper for experiments performed at the Necromanticon. Though I was a detective before my arms got all noodled. Well girl, can I noodle all over you? It's my own way to say hi. How do you keep records if you can't control your arms? With a handshake like that? How do you hold a pen? What do you mean? I have perfect control of my arms. Oh. Oh. Well, it was nice meeting you. See you later. Bye, bye, Spooky. I love the wall. God fucking damn it. F and F. Good. Do those wormy things act as your arms? That's pretty groovy. Wait, they're kind of the same. And do those titties act as points of attraction? Victoria Redler. Yep. The thing to remember about all those occult shenanigans is that most of the monsters are just really ugly animals, and animals can be trained. Cool, how do you train them? Traditional combination of treats and mild punishment. As a treat, I let them keep my arms. And as punishment, I headbutt the shit out of them. Oh god. Now they never leave mommy's side. Don't even have to command them for the easy stuff. What counts as easy stuff when training floating worms to act as replacement arms? Oh, you know, cooking, cleaning, getting changed, all the essentials. You should see me play the trombone. I will, eventually. Oh god, chameleon eyes. Varlam Nikitovich Mergelian. There are several benefits to having every internal organ replaced by half-sentient liquid slurry. For example, you wouldn't believe how much your brain is dedicated to simply maintaining the automatic process of your body. With the slime, my brain is now free to fully ponder the questions of the universe. He actually strikes me kind of like a Stardew character. Why would you tell me that? Huh. Well, I gotta admit, we are putting a good spin on this. Still, having to carry a handkerchief around to mop the incorrigible sludge out of my eye sockets is a drawback. Forget hygiene. You're at the Miskatonic. Yeah, I actually also wanted to say this. Everyone looks kinda a little bit dirty. Like, I guess washing your clothes really doesn't come with this. If you're only trailing black slime, you're practically cleaning the place up. Though wouldn't his brain also been replaced by the goo? Wait a minute. Ooh boy. Lauren H. And I have found my love interest. The geography building has probably the least dangerous lessons on the campus, but also the highest security. Can't have a public figure out where the plateau of Leng is, or worse, Rilesh. Or Riley. Why not? You know how some people can't help but get close as they can to the scene of a car crash? Imagine that car crash being a centralized supernatural apocalypse based in the Pacific Ocean. Folks would climb over each other to check that out. Yeah, I guess. I bet it looks pretty radical. So what's with folks changing their names for the board game people are talking about? Why would you ask this one that? Menace Ember Star. It's to make the consequences of the game seem more real. A lot of people need to escape from work and the studies, and the game's a good way to do that. Huh. You think I could play with you guys? When I got some time off, or whatever? Depends. What's your in-game name gonna be? Thrust Powerful, Badass Barbarian, Saving Sick Wenches or whatever. Nope. Bye. Better than everyone else's dumb names. Whatever. Who would play a game where Thrust Powerful and Badass Barbarian sounds non-canon anyways? Exactly. Good afternoon, Charlotte. Are you ready for your first assignment? Sure, lay it on me. Excellent. The Miskatonic has small research outposts located all over the world, dedicated to collection and relaying occult data back to the university via radio. One such outpost is in New Orleans, where you'll be going. Okay, what happened to New Orleans? We're not sure. Our researcher is supposed to relay daily radio messages back to us, but hasn't checked in for several days. Your task is to go to the outpost and knock on the door. If he's there, ask why he hasn't been relaying data. If not, return and tell us. That's it? Knock on the door? Exactly. Under no circumstances are you to enter the outpost. Just knock and leave. Okay. So how do I get there? After a few, Disasters, the government demanded that the Miskatonic experiments be completed sealed off from the outside world. As a result, every outpost in the country is interconnected by those tunnels. Helps stop transporting creatures running off into the wilderness, see? Spooky. So I'm walking to New Orleans? Oh no, of course not. You will have a driver. Oh god, Lizzie. Hi. Hey Lizzie. Looks like driving down the spooky ass tunnel system together. Yes. New Orleans is not too far in straight lines. Should get there literally split. Have fun, you two, and remember, don't go into the outposts. Okay. See you later, Johnny. Of course she goes into the outpost. And yes, show your bomb. Guess this is the place. Huh, that's weird. The door's open. So? Well, the mission is to knock on the door, see if anyone's in, and then leave. If the door's open, something bad might have happened. Like what? I don't know. It could be anything. Maybe they are out of banana bread. Maybe someone's pregnant, and they've got to get a doctor. Maybe Cthulhu cultists have invaded to have a sick hoedown. Maybe they are pregnant with a Cthulhu cultist banana bread baby. We should check it out. Supposed to be authorized to go into outposts, done witches. And witches are for knocking on doors, not poking around outposts. Oh, come on. We'll be, showing initiative. They'll be like, wow, Lizzie and Charlotte, you sure saved the day poking around at that outpost. Oh well, I'm always also saving the time. I'm also saving the day poking around. Good thing you did, or all the chupacabras would have got back to home base and ate all of us. I don't think that's what they'll say. Well, I'm gonna go take a look anyway. Feel free to join me if you wanna save the university from chupacabras. Oh, I guess I'll be okay if we just look. Fear the god. Initially, outposts were equipped with long-range radio systems, able to communicate with each other, stave off the loneliness. Good for morale. Until Australia outpost incident broadcasted the screaming of an entire country of all frequencies. Now the outposts can only communicate with the Miskatonic hub, can't hear each other. Good for morale. Oh god. Huh. Fear the god? Wait, written in goo? What goo should I be fearing? Should I fear the god that fear the goo sign is written in? Maybe a peanut butter. Humans are all allergic, right? Only the ones who hate deliciousness. Nope. I think this is a warning about the same goo it's written in. Can't be that dangerous then. If the one preferred using it over, a pen. Maybe he has no pen. Maybe his pen is goo. Maybe that's why he's so afraidy. Maybe because of pen goo. Guess there's only one way to find out. Let's keep going. That's a lot of goo. The goo room. There's a lot of it. Sweep the whole room, huh? That's a lot of goo. Extradition facility. Wait a minute. Wait, why is this the only thing that I can... Oh god. Tools broken during the extraction process shall be replaced from the technician's wages. Extraction tools are for ooze extraction only. As scrumptious as the inside of jelly donuts are, extraction tools are not a suitable method of obtaining said jelly. Extradition facility. Initially, we thought the signs were overkill, the Miskatonic already being notorious for its anal retentive approach to the supernatural. Alas, after several decades and several thousand casualties, we learned that the most dangerous thing in our work was a wandering mind. Shitballs. The door is locked. So there might be goodies inside, eldritch goodies. Look, it says there, extradition facility. This must be where they're getting the goo. We gotta get in there. Why? Because if someone tells me to fear something, I like to know exactly where that something comes from and how to punch whoever made it in the head. Yeah, something like that. Good job, Dominic. Whoop some ass. Besides, it sounds exactly like something that the hottest nuke occult detective team in New Orleans would do, right? Solving some sick mysteries. Okay. Record all findings. Little Yihan Thai. They were allowed a small number of personal effects on site. Easier to let them have the little trinkets than to enforce contraband rules. And the occasional knife in the gut for a supervisor was seen as an affordable expense. It's only an occasional one. This is literally the only thing I can actually... Oh. It's kind of sad. Okay. Looks like a syringe. That's a beefy ass needle hole thing too. The goo is either going into something or coming out of something. Either way, it looks like it would hurt like hell. It's for extraction, right? Looks like a poster of Innsmouth. Home to the deep ones. Maybe that's where whoever lived was from. What's a deep one? They were this race of fishy froggy folks that lived in the underwater city off the coast of Innsmouth. In exchange for plentiful fishing and crabbing season, they would mate with the local Innsmouth babes and create little baby hybrids. Apparently it was a pretty sweet deal until some wandering douche came through the town and ruined it. Went and told the government. They torpedoed the underwater city and rounded everyone up and sent them to the concentration camps and whatnot. Kinda sad, really. I hear little hybrid tadpoles are adorable. Okay. Some sort of manifesto. April 9th. Half a gallon. His name was Daniel. April 10th. 2 gallons. Told me to give her locket to a lover. April 11th. 1 gallon. He was still alive. What have I done? And then it stops. Huh. Looks like a diary. Each night my darling wife, hidden deep in the back room of the Orleansen brothel, prays to her goddess Shopnaguth. Keep in the faith, groovy. That we might find a new home, that I might find work much less dreadful. She is becoming too large to convincingly she's becoming too large to convincingly lie that she is carrying a human child. So we must gather our pennies and leave soon. There's a little photo. Look at her, so pretty, so full of tadpoles. And he is kind of handsome in that, amphibious way. Aw. Why is that aw? Why is that not ooh? All the storybooks say that there is no purer love then that between a girl and a frog. What? April 12, 1936. Hey, that's yesterday. A new prisoner was delivered for ooze extraction. He claims he was a riverboat captain with a ship that sails up and down the Mississippi River. He claims that there is a deep one refuge situated in Minnesota, wherein the people live and thrive, hidden from the university's horrific testing and the government's terrible camps. I shall rescue my beloved tonight, under cover of darkness, and we three shall make it to Minnesota. Wait, we three? Or we 500,000? I missed the radio call-in, and they shall send someone to investigate my squalid concrete prison. But we shall be long gone. They shall send someone to investigate my squalid concrete prison. Looks like the university was keeping this fella against his will, using him to extract goo from folks. But why? Maybe we should ask, No way. If the university is as evil as this guy says they are, we best keep our mouths shut and do a little independent investigating. We gotta find out what this goo is, what they're using it for, and why they are being such bastards. Wait, that was a quick turn. Not for holding delicious pastries. Every outpost, no matter how small, no matter how what research it housed, had to have a holding cell. The topics we study at the Miskatonic have an alarming rate of contagion. Fucking shit on my dick. Another goddamn locked door. You look angrier than you should be. Sorry. The concept of, privacy makes witches a little testy. Whatever. Let's find ourselves some keys and F this locks up. Little Yithanai. The deep ones could be manipulated in a way humans couldn't. They had what the brains called a deeper emotional intelligence than us. Oh god, I'm a deep one. They would cry at the simple concept of tragedy, so to threaten them in their own was viciously effective. Also, the waifu from him kind of looked like a mother to us. I don't know. Dad Randy, the sexy necromancer, polyamorous polyany. What? Damsel in Decay, Trouble in Paradise. What the fuck? Are those the super rare Dead Randy monogamy arc covers? How did he get these? These are ultra banned all across America. We gotta take these. What? Dead Randy is the sexy necromancer. It's this cute little incubus that runs around saving zombie girls after the world ends. And then boning them. This story arc was written by my first Coven den mother, Agnes Givelegger. It's a story of how this Succubus girl, the purple girl here, wants Dead Randy all to herself, but while they are all mutual, Dead Randy gets sad that he is not boning mad dames, and him and the Succubus girl learn that love should be shared with everyone, not saved for individuals. Oh my god, what a story. It's adorable, exactly. White human ban it. The same reason they ban everything. Folks were getting too cheerful. Promoting cultist ideologies, as they said. Not sure how love everyone you can and don't be a douche is considered the same as, let's get Cthulhu to F the world up, but whatever. Plus, I guess that Randy pretty rampant in the series. How to get that love everyone message across in a story about a nymphomaniacal blue midget while getting, vigorous. But the message was so awesome, completely true to the cult's mantra, and everyone in Cheeseunk, God damn it, thought us witches were pretty groovy after the stories came out. Preach love and compassion, for the universe offers neither. That's actually pretty cool. They put that as our town motto after Miss Agnes wrote the series. Come on, he's gotta have the hard copy somewhere. The girls in the coven will shit their minds. Oh yeah, I'm shitting my mind very often when they hear what I found. Ooh boy, just my kind of story. That Randy, the sexy necromancer. See, this is exactly the kind of inappropriateness I need in a game. And it was me under, like, I'm just promoting my own game here, under under a pseudonym. Bend over. No, I actually really like this. That is exactly the kind of inappropriateness that I need. That is exactly how you make a world. That Randy, the sexy necromancer, Harmony Arc, Episode 1, Death of the Deviant. Once again, Dead Randy finds himself expelled from the Incubus Academy of Hell, for failing the not looking like a tiny idiot portion in the class. Forever exiled, Randy seeks refuge on a desolate earth destroyed by a mysterious plague that leaves the land barren in all but zombies. Using his powers of necromancy, Dead Randy cobbles together another village made of bones and sinew, drawing zombies from all over the wasteland and looking for a place to live. Once populated, Randy affectionately names his new town the Bone Zone. Oh yeah, I pick a few cute zombie girls and that trembling horde. A one-way ticket to the Bone Zone. Oh god. My god, what a peachy bomb. And the less limbs they have, the easier it gets to reach. That Randy, the sexy necromancer, Harmony Arc Episode 2, Damsel in Decay. With the Bone Zone completed and the zombie villagers settled, Dead Randy enjoys a life of carnal luxury. But with hordes of zombies come their arch enemies, the only living creatures left on Earth. That's right. Packs of feral Pomeranians are attacking villagers of the Bone Zone, and when one of his lovely consorts is dragged away, it's up to Dead Randy to save her and drive away the feral pups. Man, he is humping the shit out of that zombie. I'm starting to understand why they banned this arc. Butts aren't supposed to fall off. God, I love it. The sexy necromancer. Dead Randy, the sexy necromancer, Harmony Arc 2, Polyamorous Pollyanna. A new visitor from the underworld arrives in the Bone Zone. A salacious succubus named Sally. Marveled by his accomplishments, Sally becomes enamored with Dead Randy. This is exactly what happened between you and me. Demanding that the pair revoke their demonic job descriptions and become mutual lovers. Shocked at the idea that another demon could love him, and much to the dismay of the horde of zombie girls, Randy vows to become Sally's boyfriend. Oh boy. Poor Dead Randy. Seduced by the idea of exclusive affection. Like a den mother always says, love 100 people and 1,000 people will love you back. Poor dad Randy, man. Exclusive affection. You know, just not my style. Spicy dimes. Dad Randy, the sexy necromancer. Trouble in paradise. After a few months of unrelenting ravaging, Randy and Sally start to become bored of their exclusivity. But while Randy aches to share his love with the rest of the village, Sally demands that he spend his pent-up affection on grinding through their turbulent relationship. Bad move, Sally. You've got two folks going against the nature of sharing happiness with the world. Can't you see, Shiny? I need to make love to all the girls. Desperately trying to keep their happiness between each other. Share it. Yes. Won't you start dancing in the rain? In the bone zone. I'm actually gonna, the lazy zone. Oh, it should be the bone zone. I think your Discord needs to... Yeah, exactly. That is exactly. We share a connection here. That is absolutely right. Where can I get this into? The bone zone. The zone. Let me just channel. Oh, wait. There you go. Have fun, Shiny. I'm awaiting the posts later. I wanna see if somebody actually mentions anything. I would think that the people are too dull to actually mention it. Like nobody's gonna say anything about it, but well. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Monogamy madness. Finally, Sally and Randy see the error of their ways. After an amicable breakup and a promise to remain sharing a portion, albeit a small one, of the love between each other, Randy and Sally tear through the bone zone, vigorously loving everyone on their path. I love a happy ending. It's getting a tear to my eye. It's beautiful. Yep. I gotta keep my viewers on their toes after all. I guess the last 40 pages are just meant to, lock the message down. Not quite sure what the zombie butts falling off is supposed to represent, but I'm sure Miss Agnes nailed the metaphor, whatever it is. That is how I actually think people judged 50 Shades of Grey. It's great, whatever it means. No, it's shit. You just don't get the meaning. Well, do you get the meaning? I never looked for one, but it's great. Okay, now it's just pervy. Well, that was fun. I learned about sharing affection with the people I meet. Oh god. I'm gonna get banned, right? I don't know. This is not a horror game at all. This is, I'm gonna get banned from Twitch. Well, also Even. Hey, welcome back. Well, that was fun. I learned about sharing affection with the people I meet, being kind and caring, and learning not to judge others. Well, and how to bone mad zombie dames. Let's carry on with the investigation. Designated sleeping area. Look, before we go any further, let's just say that we do have Miskatonic sometimes a little vicious, or a little sadistic, even abjectly cruel. But it's necessary, alright? The universe is a writhing cauldron of unrelenting malice. We do what we do to make sure you don't realize that fact. Sleeping area. Oh, a key. A key to the holding cell. Let's head back to the locked door and check it out. Success! Now let's find out where the goo's coming from. Oh. What's this? It's a brain. A human one. This is giant for a human one. with holes in it. Don't humans need their brains? Yeah, they do. There's gotta be an explanation for this. The university stealing brains to extract weird orange brain goo out of them? I mean, why? What's the point? This is probably why they didn't want us in here. Cause of brain goo experiments. The brain goo sperm. Well, you're gonna have fun. You know, I appreciate Shiny is actually one of the good girls on Twitch that is actually doing something intelligent. Like, there's not many of them around. So, yeah, it's actually, she has a very, very nice stream for me to send people over to, if it is possible. Because, god damn it, when was the other time that I saw a girl reading anything on Twitch? Literally nobody else. You sure about that? Yeah, all the good girls are dancing naked in the rain. We're gonna have to play it cool, figure out what we can do, who we can trust at the university, and ask him some questions. Well, Raman's been there a while, and I know I can trust a fellow witch. Oh god. And you can trust a fellow Lizzie. Exactly. That's like half the faculty right there. Besides, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for all this. We just gotta be careful not to get fired for insubordination or treason or whatever. Come on, partner. Let's go do us some sleuthen back at the home base. What's that word? For some reason you always only have those until I arrive as the knight in shining armor, and then all of the badness goes away. So, Charlotte, how was your assignment? Good, it was good. Knocked on the door, waited around outside for a while, no response. Came back home. And you didn't go inside that outpost? Inside? Oh, no. I didn't go inside. I was told not to, so I didn't. Just knocked on the door and left. Inside, you crazy. Right. Well, we'll send a team to investigate and search for our missing researchers. Thank you, Charlotte. We had no intention of sending you on an assignment so early. So, what do I do now? You return to your quarters and get some rest. Tomorrow you start patrolling the Occult Science building. Right. Well, talk to you later, Bob. Looks like we are in the clear, Liz. Are we still being detectives? Damn right. We are gonna get the bottom of this. For now, let's get some sleep and start investigating tomorrow. Okay. See you tomorrow, Charlotte. I'm gonna go pray to Yog-Sothoth. To Yog-Sothoth. A sleuth is another word for detective. Sleuthing means looking for clues. I was thinking of sloth. See ya, Lizzie. Oh boy. Is this really what the world looks like? There's like chunks missing. And chunks added. So the little witch girl had discovered that the university had been harvesting goo from kidnapped prisoners. But what was that strange goo? And why would the university be doing something so dastardly? Oh, and just so you know, I had no idea what they were planning. It was just that cute French girl that was vivisecting creepy monsters for the sake of education, So don't go accusing all of the university of being all dastardly. Some of us were as dumb as the little witch girl. Why do you keep calling me a little witch girl? I'm exactly the same size as you. Our story resumes with our little witch girl quietly investigating the strange orange goo, while keeping up appearances as security guard of the Occult Science building. But what the little witch girl did not know is that her loyalties were being tested at every turn. I'm 22. Oh, I'm 22. I'm a grown-ass woman. Voluptuous, almost. Good morning, Miskatonic. It's me, Mindy, in the morning with the Miskatonic morning announcements. I like this. What is this morning you speak of? It sounds awful. First off, thanks to our dedicated and highly trained fodder, the Corporeum is now host to a hefty portion of Cthulhu flesh, and all the record cost of only 7 fatalities. Oh god, to hefty portion of Cthulhu flesh. Man, I'm getting fat. On to international news. The Miskatonic University Canadian branch is suffering a Yeti infestation, brought about by the recent "How many Yetis can we get" series of experiments. I can't tell if that means the experiments were a success or a failure. Is there a human resources department in this building? God damn it, Charlotte, you got titties. Only I'm wondering if the best way to start a workday is by blaring news about a fucking Yeti apocalypse into my head. Call me crazy. Yeah, get the mod on you. Oh, hey Lizzie, how's it going? What you doing? Grimebath keeps all the New England atmosphere off, so I don't get any extra bits and bobs sticking. As it is when you're in England. Out of here and there, like the folks here. Secret witchy trick. Wanna try some? What's in it? Oh, lavender, rose petals, sandalwood, ambergris, some guy's blood, mushrooms, horse placenta, powdered dog, a small assortment of rocks, bacon grease, squirrel, and peppermint for the tingly fresh feeling. Oh, hey skeleton. Horse placenta? Like my grandmother used to say, ain't nothing gets through horse placenta. Well, I wanna ask James about that. He's an expert, I have heard. She drank a lot. They sent a team of Norlians to investigate what we found, so we are the errand duty today. I think someone needs your help at the library. Okay, when my grime seeps in a bit, I'll go see what they want. Thanks, Lizzie. How's it going, man? What is this madness? Oh, this is exactly the kind of madness you need in your life. I was looking for a little special game for Halloween, and I didn't want to play what everyone else was playing, so I found something better than everyone else was playing. Call of Cthulhu game came out yesterday. Oh, is it good? I actually did not see any stream. I did see people streaming it, obviously because it's a new game that came out, but yeah, I did not see actually anything of it. It actually looked pretty good. Oh, Annie, I thought Mrs. Roth did breakfast. She's off catering some dopey exclusive brunch for the higher-ups, so I'm delivering today. Here's yours. Who is it? I don't know if it had a name, seeing as it's a bacon sandwich. I could ask if you want. Wait, really? It's like human food? No, it's a pig. She's a cannibal, by the way. No, I mean... Never mind. Thanks, Annie. No problem, my lovey. You want seconds? You come find me. Toodles. Huh. Guess Annie's not made up of 100% pure aggravating after all. How about that? Well, apparently I'm needing... So she does exactly her pose where she sticks her bum out. Particularly very Lovecraftian, but I don't know that the feeling is there. Have a good one, Dom. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I'm gonna see you around, maybe to get a character. I don't know if I want a character in RimWorld. Also, you know, your stream time is also pretty bad for me. But yeah, I'm gonna see. Have a good one, man. And yeah, I hope you actually enjoyed the game a bit. I don't know if you did understand anything. Well, apparently I'm needed in the library. Better get going over there. Hello, Wobbly. Did you enjoy a little bacon, Sonny? I did. Thank you, Annie. What was the sauce on it? It was super scrumptious. Ah, that's a secret English sauce recipe. I smuggled some in under my fabulous petticoats. Back home we simply call it brown. Ah, shop. Don't tell me it's made out of, like, shredded freckles and dripped out throats or something. I'm gonna get sharp teeth and blood and purple blood, Annie. Oh, no. They made brown sauce before the great funnening. It's made out of vinegar and molasses and all that. Tastes great on a cook ass, though. Oh. What's the great funnening? When everything got fun. Used to be really boring before everyone went a little nuts. Should have seen me playing badminton in my ugly-assed white dress, being courted by the local boys in plaid waistcoats and coiffed hair, pimps